Gaining focus on the mind. Merit, focusing on the heart. Now, let's look at the 9th sentence. The great return is like a bright cloud. This part talks about taking refuge. It's about returning to self-confidence. It's called the Great Return. Taking refuge in the 3 jewels. It's really what Buddhism talks about. The 3 jewels welfare. Yes. Theory. Based on this, the 3 jewels. First one is Buddha jewel. The Buddha jewel is self-confidence. Self-confidence. The surrounding realm. So this part uses the bright cloud to show repeatedly losing self-confidence, inviting countless disasters. Let's use a metaphor. A complete scene. Although faith doesn't have a form, it can believe in all forms. What appears is a manifestation of self-confidence. Incarnation is a single decision, not 2. We can liken the image of self-confidence to a body. This is easy for everyone to understand. Likened to this body. There's a part of the body that's awakened, but there's also a part that's confused. Yeah. Which part is confused then? It's uncertain, yeah. A certain part of the body has developed a sore. It's festering and swollen. Confusion. Hey, this doesn't distinguish beings in confusion. This palm has rotted away, and this hand is quickly helping out. This hand represents the Buddha and Bodhisattvas, while this hand represents sentient beings. One body, yeah. Sentient beings don't realize that the pure void and the Dharma realm are one and the same self. Delusions and attachments are like a virus, yeah. One part of this self has rotted away. We're suffering ourselves, yeah. Sentient beings suffer, yeah, and the Buddha suffers too. When sentient beings find joy, the Buddha finds joy. As one. Who is Amitabha Buddha? It's self-confidence in Amitabha, yeah. Who is the true self-confidence of Pingdu? It's not someone else. It's actually yourself, yeah. Who knows? So let me tell you, it might shock you, and you might not believe it, even slandering it and creating even heavier sins. So, many have truly realized the Buddha, no doubt about it. I'm worried you might be scared, that you won't believe it, or can't accept it. If we truly awaken to this, the empty space and the Dharma realm are all oneself. You've got to have great compassion and kindness, caring for everyone and everything, yeah. That love, care and helping heart arises spontaneously. What's the difference between each other? You respect me, praise me, care for you, help you. But you slander me, trash me, insult me, yet I still care for you and help you. Why are you confused while I'm not confused? Those who aren't confused know it's one body, while those who are confused see it as separate parts. It's just like when you get a disease or sore on your body. This part of the cells, yeah, they're confused and turned upside down, yeah. It can't harmonize with the whole body. If you don't live with everyone, you'll be healthy. But if you don't live, you'll run into problems. All the Buddhas praise Shakyamuni Buddha for appearing in the room of no attachment, teaching and transforming those sentient beings who are tough to change. This sentence has a really, really deep meaning, yeah. This group of stubborn beings is like a boil on the body. They create division, they suffer hardship. He's facing punishment, heading towards hell, lying on the tracks. He himself is suffering. The Buddha can help. That's what teaching and guiding is about. Originally, there shouldn't be anything that shouldn't be. He insists on creating situations, insisting that something must happen, and there's just no way around it. The Buddha can help with this. That's what guidance is all about. To enlighten, we must awaken and turn back. We need to awaken ourselves, yeah. We really need to turn back, yeah. Turning back is the sure, this. Refuge is all about turning back. Consciousness relies on, it needs to depend on its nature. Here we use the bright cloud as a representation. In the Avatamsaka Sutra, it uses the great luminous light as a representation. The great luminous light mentioned in the Avatamsaka Sutra is what we're talking about here, with the bright cloud. Everyone needs to understand this part. Design, what about this bright cloud? The entire examination of the teachings in this humble abode. The Avatamsaka Sutra in this humble abode. It encompasses all the Buddha's teachings, from the 10 directions and the 3 times, all the countless and boundless Dharma doors spoken by all the Buddhas. The luminous cloud encompasses everything, including all that is contained within it. Not a single Dharma is left out. We need to really grasp this meaning. Returning to the one Dharma is about having true confidence. What is true confidence? True confidence is the essence, the wisdom of prajna. True confidence is fundamental. Confidence of the virtuous, wisdom in handling others, without it being exploited. Dealing with people and situations. If we don't understand this place, we might end up being taken advantage of. And then, live on. In work, in dealing with people and handling things. Put it into practice. Entering the realm of the Buddha. Entering the Buddha's realm naturally means you've transcended the 10 Dharma realms, right? No need to discuss the 6 realms of samsara. We've already transcended the 10 Dharma realms. We're all in this together. What we do and the big events that happen are no different. We haven't really happened, you know. But when it comes to really significant events, it's truly the same. This is what the Avatamsaka Sutra refers to as the great-hearted ordinary person. The great-hearted ordinary person who recites the Buddha's name will definitely be reborn. A 10-report status seal chart. Trying for the threefold. 9 grades. We all have a share in it. Master Shandao spoke well. The ancient virtuous ones before Shandao often talked about the top 4 grades. The upper grade, the middle grade, the lower grade, and the middle upper grade. People from back in the day said that only bodhisattvas get to be reborn in the upper grades, while ordinary folks don't have a chance. The Saber Master. This is Amitabha. Please give me some more. 9 grades of rebirth are about language. Aim for higher rebirth. That's well said. Aim for upper rebirth grades. Bodhisattvas may be reborn lower if they miss this chance. If bodhisattvas don't face such a chance, they might end up reborn in the middle or lower grades. It all comes down to the differences in language. It's not about anything else. This is what we call the Dharma of equality. In line with the crystal clear and equal feeling of the transaction. Therefore, our Bible study cannot be in vain. I'm a bit pressed for time at the moment. At the same time, discussing 4 scriptures. Compassionate Emperor belongs to the 3 texts, and he discussed the 40 Huyen in Hong Kong. While it applies to our current lives, I refer to the writings of the ancient master. Let me speak. Even though it's applied to our current lives, I still look at the writings of the ancient masters. I take a good, hard look at them. I don't necessarily follow what they say. I take it very seriously. I don't necessarily follow what he says. But what I'm saying is, we can definitely resonate with their meaning. If we stick to what the ancients said, people today just won't get it. There's no way to accept it, and we can't do it. We need to truly understand. The ancients can provide us with a reference. We should listen to what they have to say. Let's take a look at what the new modern world is like. What kind of foundation do modern beings have? Where are they struggling? What do they really need? We gain inspiration from the scriptures, the insights from the writings of the ancient masters. bring forth something new and innovative. We're here to help the modern beings who are suffering. Today, we're tackling this social issue, solving the endless and boundless issues. Whether it's man-made disasters or not, whether it's natural disasters or not, it all comes down to making a significant shift in our mindset. That means we must love all people. Have a heart that cherishes yourself and extends that love to all beings. All disasters will be eliminated. They only know themselves and not others. Even doing some things that harm others for one's own benefit. This is the world of people. Confusion, turning things upside down. What do truly enlightened people say? Harming others to the extreme doesn't benefit oneself. Things that harm both others and oneself, right? You all need to know this. What is the real benefit? Benefiting others is the real benefit to oneself. Benefiting society, that's how you truly benefit your family, right? People in this world are confused and turned upside down. They don't understand this principle. They don't know the truth of the matter, right? Why is that? Because the whole society, the whole world, it's all the different cells in your own body, yeah. So if you neglect one part, that part will get sick, yeah. You need to take everything into account, yeah. Winning is like the chess pieces absorbing nutrients. Every part of the body needs to be taken care of. Being picky with food. Then you'll get sick. Yeah. If one part absorbs the nutrients, then that part will be lacking. You'll have an imbalance in the 4 elements, right? If you only focus on your country and ignore others, when other countries face difficulties, we get. So when other countries are in trouble, we end up getting dragged into it too. This reality is something everyone is gradually starting to see, but they don't know how to turn back. They don't know where the fundamental problem lies, right? So Buddhism first helps us to expand our hearts and minds. I don't know where the fundamental problem lies. So Buddhism first helps us to expand our hearts and minds. The heart is vast and empty. Return to truth. Self-confidence is key. This is where we truly return to the one truth. Self-confidence, the essence of proper political views. It's about how we handle things and interact with others. It's the foundation of all life, yeah. Thirdly, returning to oneness means that life is peaceful. In modern terms, it's like a community. A group. In Buddhism, 4 people are referred to as a group. In modern terms, it's basically a small group. More than 4 people, yeah, living and working together. This is talking about a small group, right? The members within this group. Everyone can cultivate it. The realm of the 6 harmonies is what we call the monastic community. As life unfolds, yeah. Everyone cultivates the 6 harmonies, and everyone's heart is pure and complete. This monastic community, heaven and earth, of all the groups, the one that deserves the most respect. Why is that? He's alive. Hongwu, yeah. Ancient Chinese people also said that harmony is precious. In the Analects, it discusses the importance of etiquette and that harmony is precious. Harmony is the most precious thing. A figure like this, who commands respect, is truly worthy of it and holds a noble position. The community. If this community disagrees, it's not a Sangha. Where do these opinions come from? Masters of delusion and discrimination. This community wouldn't be respected by others. Where do these opinions come from? They're all just the masters of delusion and discrimination. Think about it. Right. It's not real. In true confidence, there's actually no delusion or attachment. What about this perspective? The meaning is profound. It relates to the great perfection. Beginning. A great praise. Finished. It's truly reached the utmost perfection. In this context. Big deal. Compassion is what we rely on when we set our intentions. Wisdom is the essence of our practice. Wisdom breaks through all confusion and delusion. Praise removes all obstacles. Auspiciousness is the virtue of righteousness and benefit. Buddha's virtue is the virtue of the path. Merit is the extinction of my existence. The 3 jewels are the true refuge. This is the outline of the perfection of faith. At the end, summarize with praise. Who is praising? How can those who don't understand these principles truly offer praise? It takes real ability to praise. Those who are qualified to praise, all Buddhas, the Tathagatas, they've completely understood. So the Buddhas, the Tathagatas, offer their praise. I praise your achievements. I really commend you for turning back. Here we really need to understand. Life is fundamentally non-dual, you know. So the Buddhas, the Tathagatas, pay respect to all beings. Only sentient beings look down on Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. You don't take it seriously, do you? to slander the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas is to not believe in them. The Buddhas and Bodhisattvas are never extinguished because of this. And stay away from sentient beings. They are always there, caring for us. Love is beyond words. The Buddha hasn't left sentient beings. Sentient beings have strayed away. Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. This is the truth of the matter. Today we're here to learn about the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. The intention behind learning about Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Learn the practices of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. We can't learn from sentient beings, you know. If we learn from sentient beings, we'll just end up stuck in the cycle of the six realms. The cycle of the six realms. We've been through countless eons of suffering that's beyond words, and we still want to keep at it? What for? In the past, I didn't come across the Mahayana scriptures. This is Zhong N.A. There's no language of awakening, no language of turning back. Today, I came across it. It truly is a rare and precious music of the infinite realms. After encountering it, we need to cherish it. We need to turn back from this. No more creating karma for the cycle of rebirth. In the body and mind world, let everything go. Devote yourself to the teachings. The teacher recites the Buddha's name. Now that's better. Look at the next section. Let go of such indescribable clouds of light. This sentence is a summary. In the previous section, the world-honored one is radiating light. The form of the self. That one has realized in the body of offerings. It's just showing a complete understanding. Then there are also sentient beings. Radiating light reveals sharpness. To be honest, you only really understand when something big happens, once you see it. World-honored one, the completeness that encompasses all the Buddhas and Tathagatas. In an instant, I fully accept it. A significant event in the heart. In an instant, I fully accept it. When something big happens in the heart. Sentient beings in the realm of existence see it as rare. Seeing joy and praise is just baffling, isn't it? So what does that actually mean? I don't get it. So how can he say that? Well, if he doesn't say it, how are we supposed to understand? So, various subtle sounds emerge. Therefore, we can know that emitting light and having faith can save people with the highest level of spiritual attainments. This subtle sound, well, it resonates with those of the middle and lower faculties. Those in the middle and lower realms, this. Seeing the light. They can't grasp the meaning behind it. It's a must. Seeking the Buddha to explain the Dharma. So here we mention various subtle causes. Everyone needs to remember this. It's said for us beings in the Saha world. In this world, Manjushri Bodhisattva speaks well. This place is the true teaching. The essence is pure in English. Discussion speaking assembly. In this world, let Manjushri Bodhisattva be with us. Brief news source. It's all about choice. Which prisoner most suitable? The foundation of beings in this world. Manjushri chose Avalokiteshvara's perfect hearing, shows scripture, read sutras. It illustrates the standing of beings in the Saho world regarding their hearing faculties. Let him have a look at the scriptures. Also let him read them. It's not easy to gain enlightenment. If you get him to listen to the sutras, it's easier for him to gain enlightenment. The function of the ear is stronger than that of the eye. But in the worlds of the 10 directions, the beings in different places are not the same. Like what this scripture says about the mutual support of nations. The people in those nations just can't manage their hearing faculties. It's the same to look. He won't gain enlightenment. He listens, but he just doesn't get it. Invite him for a meal. As soon as he ate, he gained enlightenment. Just like that, in a flash. So he expanded his understanding.